one of the reasons was that Umama akajabulanga nge-media. So because the city manager is not happy with media, and probably how we had gone to handle the inquiry forwarded, of which there was nothing wrong with the way the inquiry was handled. It is standard practice. It is what's been stipulated to say media inquiries would be that. We get a media inquiry, we get a deadline, we respond with truth, transparency. Even though it is that difficult, we still respond, because a response is better than we never received comment from the EMPD, of which it directly points to me.
So you were informed that the reason for this change is because the city manager was not happy with how you dealt or responded to the Mkhwanazi issue?
How it was termed by Zweli didn't make reference to the city manager, but when he starts saying Umama agajabulang, then one must then read between the lines that, so clearly the city manager is not happy. Not happy with what? The content, the language used, maybe even grammar in that aspect. But can I have something specific that would point to what the error is in the response I had furnished? Was it against the law? Yes, it is against the law. We have the National Road Traffic Act that governs the use of blue lights. Does the letter look authentic? I don't know. Can we have it authenticated in the department? Those are the responses submitted to Mr. Weeks. But at what point are they then saying that Umama is not happy with media? If the responses, what in the responses wasn't she happy with?
Thank you.
Yesterday we watched a video clip in which people were singing. It was about Umama as well. Yes. Just remind me what was it?
I think they say Umama lo.
Yeah. Umama lo ondizalayo or ondizalayo, depending on whether it was his Zulu. I did not quite hear that part. Is or was Dr. Mashazi generally referred to as Umama?
Correct. Everybody just referred to, well, those that I have been in contact with. We are speaking now, at some point I was a commander for the VIP unit. So these are people responsible for the conveyance, for the protection of our principal. So every time we'd make reference to the city manager, it would be, they would call Umama. To me, she remained the city manager, she's the accounting officer. And Uzwedi, every time he would speak to me about anything that is perceived, envisaged within the communications framework, Yazin Mchana, he would then call me Mchana and then refer to the CM as Umama.
Thank you, Colonel.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chairperson. Colonel, in your exchange with Commissioner Baloyi, you indicated that Mr. Dlamini had explained to you that Umama was not impressed, Umama was not happy by the work of the media unit. If I can take you to paragraph 73 of your statement. Could you please have regard to the first sentence of paragraph 73 and detail that response to the Commission?
So in that very same conversation, Mr. Dlamini advised me to lay low as a spokesperson and limit further media engagements in my capacity as head of media unit. He explained that Umama, a reference to the city manager, was not impressed by a media unit and its handling of the Mkhwanazi issue.
And what did you understand by advice to the effect that you must lay low?
Advocate, it's amazing you'd ask me that because it's the exact question that I had asked Mr. Dlamini in saying, Manje Babu Dlamini, are you saying I shouldn't do my work? If that is the case, are you then going to move me elsewhere? What must be the story? What must be of the EMPD media? Because I also have a target that I'm chasing. We need to get our stories out. Are you then saying I must restrict communication altogether? But I mean, based on this centralized communication, it would seem like it's a function that is falling off from the EMPD media and PR unit.
And what transpired then subsequent to that conversation? You're at paragraph 74.
Okay. It reads, at that time, I did not appreciate the closeness between the city manager and Brigadier Mkhwanazi. In hindsight, I see that he was trying to warn me. You know, I really took this for granted. I really took it for granted. Had I had an understanding of what he meant when he said, Umama is not impressed. There was a time he made reference to say, hey, Yazmchana, now in Nama associations wako. I didn't understand what he meant by associations. Clearly, maybe I'm perceived to not be within the group of people that needed to be wherever. I have no idea. I said, no, man, Puma lapo, Puma. I'm asking, who, people Dlamini? Where, Mr. Dlamini? I'm not understanding what is happening. Is there even association? I'm just here doing my work. You guys have taken me to school. And after getting the qualification which I had, now I need to use it to the full max. But instead, I'm now receiving backlashes for doing my work. I don't even know what the expectation is in this instant. Maybe if it's one that digresses from my job description, I would be better placed to then say, no, you are going against this, which is what you are appointed for.
Did he ever get to explain what associations he was referring to?
No, he never explained, Commissioner. To date, I still wonder what are those associations. Maybe rogueness from truthfulness, maybe lies from truth. It could be anything really. It would just be chasing pavements in this instant.
Thank you, Chairperson. Colonel, you are still taking the Commission through subsequent events to that discussion. You are now at paragraph 75.
So I returned to the office then after the meeting held at the EGSC. So the EGSC, it's an administration building in Germiston where the office of the city manager is, the other HODs and the likes. So after getting back to our office in Bedfordview, I then informed the chief of police Chief Mabie, who then is also amazed by this. I further informed Colonel Duplessis because we happen to work relatively close in the space of, and including the matter when IPID came through where I had roped him in. So it was only fitting that he takes note of what the recent developments are of saying, lay low, don't do your work as a spokesperson, don't be scarce, make yourself scarce, and that was the expectation. And I did indeed make myself scarce.
Hi Global team, welcome to New Today Globally. My name is Miss M. Thank you so much guys for joining me today. Guys, I think the things that are happening at the EMPD, that are being, told to us at the Madlanga Commission is just crazy, imagine, be you being told not to do your job. Imagine you're a media personality, you're supposed to be reporting news about what is happening at the EMPD, but you're told not to say anything. You're told to lay low. Basically, you're told not to do your job, the same job that you were hired and interviewed for. You're told not to do this because Umama is not happy. Okay, I feel like if I'm doing my job wrong, then tell me what is it I'm doing wrong. Don't just tell me to stop doing my job and to lay low. What are we hiding, this puts this lady, Kelebogile, Tepa, in a very, very difficult position, in a different corner, because she is the media personality for the EMPD. She is the one that's supposed to be answering and delivering questions that we have as the public, But when she is being told that Umama is not happy, and they're not even telling her, is it something she said? Is it the way that she delivered the message? No, just lay low. Don't even say anything. Guys, the things that are happening there are just super crazy. People are being abused at their jobs, and the city manager is allegedly abusing her power. verbally, emotionally, you know, we don't even know if physically, you know, there are so many things that are happening. Like the corruption that is happening at the EMPD, guys, is out of this world. And I'm telling you guys, we need to stick around to be able to hear all these things. Like right now, there's a time for all these things to be exposed, because what in the nonsense is this? This lady is literally running her family business with government resources. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Kindly let me know in the comment section what you think about this video, and I will see you in the next video.